Danielle.
Hey, Kate.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am real good. Thank you. I love how we coordinated when we got on the live this morning. I was all, look at us coordinating our colors. I love it.
Cool.
So how has your week been?
It's been really fast, but really good.
Yeah, same. So I don't know if you've heard, but you had something kind of big drop this week.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? So
Yeah.
we're super, super excited to chat about your pre-sale box, some of the stuff behind it. I know that everybody is really excited to hear about what kind of goes into that. We're going to chat. And we also have a question to ask of the audience as well. So we've got a lot to cover today.
Yep. Exciting.
Awesome.
Exciting stuff.
So before we get started talking about the box, because I know everyone really wants to hear about that, and we'll ask a couple of times so people that come on a little bit later can vote as well. So before Danielle and I came on this morning, we were talking about her show on Wednesday. And it's one that we kind of haven't super planned for, but we're planning a little bit. So I sent Danielle the monthly mix from this month from Bead Shop, which is the Dickens mix. And so Danielle, you had some ideas. Why don't you share what we want to know from those out in Bead Shop land?
Awesome. Yeah. So you also sent me these gorgeous clasps.
I did.
And so based on the way that I would do the attaching and joining, I was thinking starting with either herringbone or with a patterned herringbone, which would be maybe a patterned herringbone that has something going on in the middle. Or I had this other idea to do kind of like a peyote with step outs of stranding. So like I have a section of peyote, a strand of some interest beads, which could be fire polish from your stash or just anything, gemstones, even little ones, and then little sections of patterned peyote that connect.
Ooh. And that's our Clio clasp that I sent to Danielle. And we have it. The cool thing about that clasp is you can scale it. You can, because we have that. Did I send you the 5-strand?
I think I have both. So I have 2 sizes here.
Oh, okay. I did send you both. Okay, good. Good job, me. That's the 5-strand and the 4-strand. So the products, and you could use another monthly mix from your stash. You don't have to use the Dickens mix. You could use any of the stuff from your stash. But we want to know from you folks who are watching, do you want the herringbone project or do you want it's the peyote, right? Or brick something.
Yeah, it'll be one of those, either a peyote or a brick connector bracelet.
Connector bracelet. So vote in the comments. Keep voting. Let us know. So just write peyote in your comment or why
herringbone?
What's
herringbone
that?
Or herringbone
or peyote. Yes, sorry. I'm like, what was the other one? What was it? So put it in the comments and then we'll figure out what we're going to do and we'll let you know beforehand or before we leave today. How does that sound?
I see votes for both, but herringbone seems to be
I know herringbone seems to be the winner for sure. And then I'll make a page, we'll link, but it's the Clio clasp that is there. And we still have some of, you can choose your clasps. And yeah, it'll be a fun one with Danielle, of course. So
I'll make it so either size would work, either the 4 or the 5. It'll probably be the 5 will fit. That'll be the width.
Okay.
But then you could just use this one and it would just kind of center.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Love it. Love it. Love it. Well, let's get to talking about what everyone's here to talk about, which is your project box. Now, I want to start off by saying it launched at midnight last night. And to be completely transparent, because I like to be honest with everyone, 2 things happened that were completely my fault. One, when I sent Danielle, you and Janice the preview link, I had sent you the link, and then I thought I turned it off from the front of from being live on the website. So it was actually live on the website, like only like for a short period of time. And I don't know how people found it, but they did. So we have,
Wow.
we have some sell a little early, which was heartening. I was all, oh, people are going to love it. Good. Which
That's
I had no
awesome.
doubt about. So I turned it off. We relaunched it at midnight. We had one more glitch, which was, shipping for this box. Shipping is already built in. We've put the shipping in, so when it ships later, it's all set. Okay. What I did was I set everything, I checked everything, and the free shipping tag didn't stick. So
Oh no.
some of you this morning were and yesterday were charged shipping. So Janice, not wanting to wake me too early, but I'm up early. And Janice, you can always, if there's a shipping issue or website issue, I don't care what time you text me. She and my mom are on, they break through the do not disturb on my phone. So she could always text me. So I fixed it right away at like, I don't know, it was 5 or earlier in the morning, my time. And I went in and I refunded all the shipping costs already. So
Wow.
that's all been taken care of. So Lori, I'm sorry that you paid shipping. It's
Oh,
been refunded. So if you ordered, and just to clarify, if you ordered the box and other bead shop products, you were charged shipping because we're going to ship out your bead shop products as soon as they come up in the order queue. The pre-order of this box it's gonna ship. It actually might even ship early because I know Danielle is shipping some early, and we want to get on it, get them out there.
yeah.
Your shipping is already built in, so we just print the label, it goes in the bag, and it is gone and done and finished. So yeah, so I apologize for that. It's happened a couple of times when I put things up for pre-order. I'm not sure what wasn't playing correctly, but I fixed it right away. So apologies on that. So that's the housekeeping. If you've ordered stuff with the box, it's going to send out right away when we ship the regular order, and then your pre-order box will ship when the boxes are in-house. So that being said, Danielle, I'm going to put one of your color stories up. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the history of this and why you did this and what's happening? I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah, so like history of the project box itself. So I started the project box because I've been going live weekly, both on my channel and also on Silver Silk Sundays. And
Mm-hmm.
it was people were asking me, hey, is there a way I can know what you're going to be using on
Right.
your next couple of lives so that I can place an order now and have it by the time you do the project?
Right.
And
Right.
so it put me in the spot of thinking, okay, well, I would need to plan the projects in order to answer that call. And then I would need to make sure I stock the items. And so that would mean I actually have to know what I'm doing in advance instead of figuring it out that morning. But that's actually good for me too, because there's no sense throwing something on the mat that I don't have and can't offer. So that was the idea behind the project box, was just whatever I'm musing on. Like, how sometimes you're excited about a certain product
Right.
and you want to try
Exactly.
it out yourself. I thought, well, hey, if I'm going to do that, order it in advance and have it ready. And so that kind of transitioned into figuring out how many I need. Well, that was the next problem I had, was I would order enough as I thought was enough and then sell out right away, and then have a lot of disappointed friends saying, hang on, I was right there and you didn't have one. And I'm so sorry, I can't get more. And so now I'm like, okay, let's do a pre-order so I know how many to get. And that started in August. So from there, it did this. And then by the last one I did for November, I was sorry, this would have been Yeah, this would have been the one I just shipped. So I think I was calling it the October box or
Mm-hmm.
um oh no, October was the fall theme. No, this was the November box, November, December, out of this world project theme. For
Right.
that one I realized I was in trouble.
You're like, wait a minute, what have I bitten off? Well, being popular, Danielle, it's hard
It's
when
it's
you
just like
love when everyone loves you, because everyone loves you.
I think it's kind of a combination of like, just people like to plan. I think that's the thing we're tapping into is that people really like to know in advance, hey, this is what I'm going to be using and I want to have those materials on hand so that I'm not guessing and scurrying and fighting to find it on the website while their live is going on. And so I thought, well, hey, just take that off everyone's plate. No worries. Um, and sell some extras at the end in case people really like it. Right. And so yeah, that was the idea.
I love it. Well, and we're so honored that you were like, you know what, I need some help. You know, let me figure out who can help me out. And so we're really excited about it. So so thank you for trusting us, even though we had a couple of glitches with the shipping,
Oh,
but that won't happen again. I mean,
we
it
can
may.
talk about glitches if you want. I have a few.
I fixed it.
I
And
had
going live yesterday, but a few of you just got to order it earlier. So, okay,
yeah.
that's okay. Lori is saying that she's absolutely in love with your project boxes. I mean, it's so
Thank you,
good.
Lori.
So great. So the boxes went up for sale, as we said last night, and I was trying to put up the color story and stuff. So I'm going to put this one up, and it is going to block us a little bit, but I'm sorry about that. I was trying
That's
to go in its own box, but so the color story, let's talk a little bit about the color story. Then I want you to talk about how you support it with the projects and stuff like that. So let's give them some hints about what's going to be in the box. We're going to do an actual unboxing a little bit later after they've all been shipped and stuff. We're going to do it live. But this is one of the things that you sent me as your inspiration. So do you want to, whoops, I'm going the wrong way. There we go. There we go. There we go. So I don't know, talk a little bit about what it's the name and what your inspiration was and stuff like that, if you don't mind.
Sure, yeah. So one of the concepts that I actually got some help from Nile with coming up with was a storyboarding to help
Right.
planning. Because planning for something like this, it's really tricky from the perspective of both supply chains and just having a good idea for what you want to do. Often those things don't match up. Like you have an
Right.
idea, you have a theme, you have beads you want to use, and then you have to go hunt and find. And as that got harder and harder, I needed to plan further and further in advance. So I started doing the storyboard idea, and that's where this came in. It's just a little template that I built where I figured the color I want to do, the feeling and the mood, and that just came to me. That was one that I think I was in the thick of it, packing all of the last ones, and I'm like, I was thinking about space, like having space around me. I was thinking about snow because it was getting cold. It was the first day that it was really cold here, and then I was thinking about like cleaning my workspace, and I had this like bottle of witch hazel on my
Oh,
counter, and this it's like like a facial toner witch hazel,
right.
and
I
it had
do.
this picture of a gorgeous flower on it. It's the
Oh,
witch. I didn't know witch hazel was a flower.
was it the Roses brand? That's what I
I think
use.
it's maybe or Dickinson's, one of the others.
Yes, yes, right.
Yeah, and so little things like that. I was thinking clarity, space, cold, calm, reset. Figure it out. That was the vibe. Going for a long walk, and the sky was super gray outside, and so I felt like this warm. Like when I saw that glow on that bottle, I'm like, that's where the ideas start, right? When you start to get, you just kind of you start to get to where everything's frozen
Right.
because you're kind of overwhelmed, and then from there everything grows again. And so that color palette came together, and at first I thought it was kind of weird, so I ran it by Neely, and he's like, no, I love it, don't change a thing, don't change it. And so
I love it too.
we put it together. I threw some beads. Those were the colors that matched the vision and the feeling.
I love it.
No,
Well,
thanks.
speaking of our friend Nile, as you know, most of you know our buddy Nile Patel from Silver Silk and More. Um, Nile is has curated a companion product bundle that goes with this. So if you jump over to Silver, Silk, and More, and let me see, I'm going to try and, if I'll find it I had it right on my phone, and now I'm like, where's my phone at?
Oh, I might have it handy.
Do you have it? Can you drop it in the chat?
Yeah, in fact, I created a landing page.
Oh,
which
great.
will become I'll link all of our tutorials. So anytime we add content or anytime we have any fun stuff coming up, like we might plan some more lives.
Right.
Just the general schedule. It's not letting me, so I'm going to send it over to the private chat.
Okay, perfect. And I'll put it up. There it is. I see
There
it.
it is.
Yes, perfect. So this is the home page, and I will also, what we're going to do, whoops, I just sent it back to you in the private chat. Let me try this again. There we go, and there's the collection. Oh, and thank you, Janice, for linking Nile's Silver Silk as well. So what we're going to do is I'm going to build out, there's going to be a lot of support for this box. So I'm going to build out, I'm going to take this off here real quick. We'll look at some more colors in a second. I'm going to build out a project page. So that'll have Danielle's project linked to her projects. We also here at Bead Shop, and Janice has just put it in the comments as well. I'm going to do that. Danielle's created her own mixes in sizes 10 and 8. That's all she can say, but there are more ingredients in that. We're going to be, after the boxes launch, Bead Shop will be carrying some of those curated mixes from Danielle that you can just buy to supplement, or if you like them, you can buy them, whatever. But all of that's going to be after the box, so it doesn't dilute any of the box excitement. So you'll see that'll launch on probably the day that we do our unboxing. Awesome. So yeah, so that's the story. We're really excited. I just love Nile. I've known Nile for so long, and I know that you do a lot of tutorials like on the weekends and stuff with him. So it's so fun. Our bead community is small but mighty. So it's great to be in collab with everyone for sure.
I love it.
Yeah. So Karen said she just ordered the box. It'll be perfect for after Christmas. It will. This is the perfect thing to treat yourself for the holidays. I've treated myself to a couple of things. Buy a gift, give me a gift. I mean, those earrings, I really wanted them. What was I going to do, right? Let me put up another color story. I love this. Is Gorge.
There it is. Yeah, that was the pop of color that needed to happen. It's a combination of that witch hazel inspo and also just the way the sun looks when it comes out.
Yeah.
On the snowy days.
Yeah. So pretty. So when I was talking with Danielle beforehand as well, we were trying to figure out, how much do we want to reveal? We don't want to reveal much, right? So Danielle said that she left her kit downstairs, so she can't show you. And I handed my kit that I have here, I handed it to Emily. So we don't have them here. We can't show you. But what do you want to reveal about it, Danielle, as a teaser?
I could share that there's 9 tubes of seed beads in there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Janice said, there's a custom palette in 2 different sizes, and then there's also a little bonus size accent tube.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, there's some shot glass. There's a little bit of one of the projects I want to do is an earring, and so there's findings you would need for that specific earring because it has a measurement and a count to it. So you need that specific one. And then just just little bonus extras, and
yeah, that's so awesome. So you build out, talk a little bit about how you support the box with all of your when you showed us, I don't know how this hasn't been on my radar. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just put blinders on and I'm like,
You
work,
have
work,
to.
work.
It's the only
I'm
way to get stuff done.
But when you showed Janice and I the amount of like projects and stuff that you do to support it. So if you go to Danielle Wickes Jewelry, if you go to Danielle's website now, the support for the other boxes is up there, right?
Yep. Mhm.
And you can kind of see what have been in past boxes and stuff like that. So what do you talk a little bit about the projects that you do with these?
So I usually will have a guaranteed 4 PDFs, 4 live or recorded projects. And so those will be the more seed bead weaving, because this box is focused on more seed beading. But there will be some projects that, are a little, more beginner friendly than just all straight seed beading. It's like there's some stringing in there. But mainly it's things that you might need some diagrams for. You might need a pattern, and then there'll either be a live video or a recorded video. And that's where that landing page comes in. So every time I add a recorded video or a PDF, it just gets put right up there on that page throughout the month.
Right.
Then you already have the beads in front of you. I'm keeping track of quantities, trying to keep everything to 4 projects, 1 box. And then any extras at the end, we just have like a leftover beads party. And usually other things pop up, like other ideas happen as you're working. You just get this idea you didn't think of. So there's a bonus project. And then,
yeah, I love it.
And then in addition to that, I send it out to other people, and other people have done videos, unboxings, and I'll link those on the landing page too.
That's awesome. So that page that I've put up, that's what you want to bookmark on Danielle's site. And we'll also have a link to it on the project page that we do for this box. So you'll be able to go right to everything that happens around this box. We're going to do an unboxing, and maybe we'll do, one of the projects, or there's something, there's always something cooking up. I'm super excited to see what Nile has put together to go with this. I know there's silver silk in it.
Yes, 2 custom chains.
I love it.
That witch hazel inspiration. I don't want to spell too much, but he was inspired by that. And
I
so
love it.
And he already has 2 projects done.
I don't know. He's also so on it. I
Yeah.
love it. So what Nile says, if you jump over to Silver Silk and you buy his companion bundle, if you don't want a spoiler, don't open it until you get Danielle's box. But if you're like me and I'm like, forget it, I just want to know, I would just rip it open. But I'm going to try. I may try and not look at it.
I think it's okay to peek. I'm a peeker. I peeked at all my presents growing up, so.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's super exciting. Let me put up another one of the inspiration pictures. It's this one. We looked at it a little bit before, but you can really see that glowing tree.
More saturated version of the original, and I ended up not being able to decide. So in a unique way, both palettes made it in.
Yeah, it's really great. I really think it's, it's an interesting palette that really blends the cool and the warm. And I feel like when you do that, your project has kind of a rhythm of its own, because it has that movement between the cool and the warm tones for sure.
Exactly. Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Love. Well, tell us again, Danielle, because I know some more people have jumped on. We want to know about the project for next Wednesday.
Yes.
Talk a little bit, tell us one more time. But I want to answer. Mary had a quick question here. She said, when will we be shipping? It ships. So when you check out, it'll say pre-order ships by, I think it's January 9th. And we may start shipping early, because we're going to get the first round pretty early. So there's a whole bunch that have to go out. So we want to make sure that they arrive to you in a timely manner. And yes, don't worry, Anissa, no more spoilers. I promise. No more spoilers. So yeah, so we're real excited. So again, if you order both pre-sale and items from beadshop.com, your beadshop.com items will ship in the regular queue, wherever they come up in our order queue. If you have the project box in that order, the remainder of that order will come up to ship when we fulfill all of the box orders. So don't worry, you won't have a delay in your regular product, and all of the project boxes are going to go out, and you'll get a separate shipping confirmation for all of those. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Don't even bother Danielle with the questions. The questions come right to us at info@beadshop. I mean, if you have maybe a project question, of course, but anything related to the logistics of those boxes. Kate, where's my box? Kate, where's my order? Kate, I didn't get tracking. Those all come to us. We're taking care of that for Danielle, so she can be free to do more creating. So
yeah, those little details, they're a big thing. Like the details about the shipping with other things, right? I didn't think about that. And then I was like, oh no. Yeah. I actually broke the Go Shippo integration from Squarespace.
Oh,
I did that.
That was you. That was you.
That was me.
That was you. Well,
nobody could help me. I had to redo it.
That's right. Well, and thank you, Margaret, for that reminder. Shipping during the holiday season, there is always, always excitement around it. So, we really want you to be, to know that we're doing our darndest to get everything out to you in a timely manner. Communication is key. So let us know. And we promise you that those boxes will get safely into your hands, into this destination. So Danielle, there might be a little bit of confusion. Nessa was asking, this is not the bargain bead box.
Oh yeah, I've never worked with that box. It's cool. I've seen lots of posts about it, but
yeah,
like you were saying earlier, sometimes I also have a set of blinders on because that's the only way.
Right.
I sometimes have to just not even look at my socials for a day and just focus, because I can use an hour doing that.
Right, exactly. So that is a different one. That Danielle is selling her box, her winter renewal box, exclusively through Bead Shop. Yeah. Nile is doing that add-on, and then we will have the support products for it. So yeah, there's still, Danielle did a big run. We're almost halfway sold through. So, which is great. So thank you so much for that. But hopefully it'll be sticking around for a little bit. Danielle made a lot. So, I'll have it. I'm going to highlight it in the newsletter again this week and link it, link your landing page and stuff for it. So it's ever evolving. So don't worry. If you're watching today and you're watching a little later on replay, click on over. You'll see it right on the homepage, and you can secure yours. I'm super, super excited. And, not only, Danielle, are people getting the beads that you've curated with a lot of the thought, but they're getting the projects as well. I was really blown away. We had a comment last week, someone emailed and said, Kate, I just love how Danielle is like the gold standard for tutorials. Why can't everyone be like Danielle?
Well, because they're busy shipping.
And I'm like,
I got behind when I really did.
I'm like, we all aspire to be like Danielle.
No,
that's
so funny.
We just can't. We just, so I would love to do like PDFs and be nice and calm and collected and everything, like
and also
Danielle.
running a business.
but it's not going to happen. So but it's really true. You really are the gold standard of
Oh,
putting
thank you.
this together. And so Sharon asked, Nilay's is on his page. That's correct.
Yeah.
And it's on separately. So Nilay is the curator of that. And he said to me, it's ready to ship out. So
Yes,
if
ready.
you get it and you don't want a spoiler, don't open it before you get Danielle's box. My mom was asking, see, I didn't even show my mom. My mom's like, so why didn't I get to see the secret yesterday when she was over? Maybe tomorrow, Ma, when we're doing the online class, the sewing class, maybe I'll show you. But I've been keeping it under wraps, right?
It takes discipline. I don't have it. I don't.
That's right.
We actually unboxed the last one. We unboxed it early on Silky Sunday because I couldn't wait.
Right.
So it was the unofficial unboxing.
Unofficial unboxing. I love it. I love it. Well, we're going to do the official unboxing. Probably, maybe, I know we have a date, but we might do it a little bit earlier if we start shipping things out. Maybe we'll do the unboxing there. My mom always says, it is really true. I'm always running with scissors. I'm like, when you did this, and you and I talked about it,
right?
And I'm like, Janice, I have something to tell you. Janice never knows if we're starting a worm farm like my Uncle Luke did back in the day, or we're partnering with Danielle to get her box out, right? So.
Oh yeah, that day we had a live together that day, and I came on like all frazzled, and I'm like, I got this.
Right. And I'm like, how can we help with this? So, but it's really fun. And it's really true. Terry is saying Danielle needs more time to create those wild and innovative projects. Hopefully this new relationship will help facilitate that. And I hope it will. And it just really spurns on my creativity as well. But, without the support team, I mean, I'm here on the front end, and I know you have support to get that box out on your end. And we certainly have support, with Janice and with Emily too, and with Miranda and with Chris and Alfred running our HR department. No one is an island. So we really appreciate all of the support. And of course, the support of you folks out there that support what we do here with this small businesses. Our small businesses, we are definitely small businesses, cottage industries. We are literally in my cottage. I don't have a cottage. We're in my garage. The toilet paper is over there and the beads are over there. So, what are you
I call my dining room the studio.
Right? Exactly. I always say that to my students, call your coffee table your studio. It just makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, true.
Well, talk a little bit about the project then that we have for next week. Let's have people chime in and then let's decide, shall we?
Yeah. So my first thought when I saw it was a peaceful herringbone, but I might do something a little more elaborate than just a standard, either have a pattern or some kind of integration. But mainly it would just be a really flowy herringbone peaceful stitch. Or we could do something a little more crazy and do like a sectioned piece. And so the sectioned piece would start with a build onto the clasp, and then it would have sections, and then you go back into either brick or peyote, and then another section, and back into peyote, another section, kind of like that. Yeah.
Love it. Well, I know. So let us know in the comments, folks, what you think. We're gonna let those comments flow in for a couple, and then we'll choose. I know that a bunch of you at the beginning we're talking herringbone. So yeah. So the mix that Danielle is showing, that's the Dickens. That's the December mix from beadshop.com. You can use, and it's full of 8/0s, right? So I'll write up a project page for it. Essentially, you're going to need a bunch of 8/0s and maybe some, some supporting beads. So there it is. There. if you have some other bead shop mixes, 8/0 mixes in your stash, it would be a great piece to use. We're getting some herringbone. People are also saying for sectioned. So this is what I'm proposing. Okay, see what you folks think, because I really want to see that sectioned mix, but I think that maybe we want to get some fire polish and stuff in for that. So why don't we put that sectioned mix on our next one? And yeah,
Okay.
Mary's saying the same thing. I really want to see your herringbone.
Aw,
So
thanks, Mary.
why don't we do herringbone for next week?
Okay.
And the movie motivation that we did was the Muppets Christmas Carol. It's called Dickens, and it's based on Gonzo, that's his color palette for the Muppet Christmas Carol. So if you haven't watched it, it's Dria's favorite movie. So we had planned to do Muppet Christmas Carol way back in the day, right? So we're keeping that. I agree with that. The Muppets do rule. And thank you for your Robert's Rules of Order. Whoops, there we go, Margaret. All those in favor. So I think that's what we'll do, is we will do that sectioned bracelet maybe sometime in January. Maybe we'll do it for, I don't know, maybe a sweetheart theme or something like that. That'd be kind of fun. Maybe we could do a special mix for it, or we'll do a monthly mix for it. And then we'll do herringbone on Wednesday. How does that sound, everybody? Perfect. I think everybody's in. So Alita is saying, Danielle does the wicked odd count herringbone stitch. I tried it and it's so much fun. Is it going to be the odd count? Do we know?
We can. You want to do odd count? It levels it up a little bit, but it's not hard.
No, let's do it. Let's do it.
It gives you a center point, so that would make the 5 connection pretty ideal there.
Yeah, it's giving me I'm a little scared.
I think we did it once on, I don't remember if it was I remember Janice was there, so I feel like it was a class that we did, but
yeah, it's probably in my rear view. So
we were doing something over Zoom, but this was like way back in
the day. 1 or 2 tubes, Danielle?
Good question. I was gonna try to keep it to 1, but if you have 2, it can't hurt. That way you definitely won't run out. But yeah, I think get 2 if you want to, and then but I'll try to make it. I can't promise everybody.
And you could always supplement. Like if you get 1 tube and you go into your stash and dive and say, oh, I like this color with it, but we're using the Miyuki 8/0, so that's what you're going to use.
Oh, that's a really good point. So like I could pull out one of the solid colors in here, dig through my stash and match it.
Yeah, and then, if you want. If you want. Or I can send you, why aren't we neighbors?
I have it. Trust me, I probably.
Yeah, okay, all right.
If we
were neighbors, it would be bad news. We would never get anything done.
I know.
We'd just be making things.
That would be awesome.
So that's it. So that's what we'll do. 1 tube, 2 tubes if you're feeling like, if you're feeling like you're fat stash.
Stash building.
Right. Stash building. That's what I'm trying to say. And we're using that Clio 5 clasp.
Yeah.
It's that one there. So I
do think you could make this work too, though.
Yeah, you could make a 4 work. So if you've got it in your stash, great. We know what it is. We need to make sure we've got a lot. I used the colors that we had a lot of, but we have them in all different finishes. So just get your favorite finish. Don't stress. I'll put it on Janice's plate to maybe make sure that we've got some of those up so everyone has a 5. So don't worry. Okay.
Awesome.
So yeah, and Danielle's from the Pacific Northwest. So I know my mom's like, can we go drive and see her?
Yeah, you can. I'm about 20 minutes inland from Seattle.
Yeah.
20 minutes without really horrible traffic.
Yeah.
With traffic, it can be like an hour.
Yeah. Well, It's awesome. And thank you, JP, for the Clios. We do carry Clios in the different sizes, odd and even size. So if you have like a 3, if you have an odd size, it might work. We'll just see what happens. But the 5, I think, is the one that we're looking at.
Yeah.
So
but I think they'll all kind of work, because you can always, if you want to use something that's even count on an odd count end, you can center it via the thread bridges versus coming out of a bead.
Right.
So that could work.
So it'll work. Great. Yeah, it'll be a fun kind of relaxed project. It'll be fun for that. Well, Danielle, I've had so much fun chatting with you about this. I'm going to put the banner up one more time so you folks can see it. It is the Winter Renewal project discussion. That's what we did today. That's the color palette and the color story. Winter Renewal is available until the supplies run out. We're about halfway sold through now. It's the day it dropped. If you're watching us, it's live December 5th. Krampus Day, I believe.
Oh, it's Krampus Day. We have one out in Leavenworth. There's actually like a live show.
Yeah.
The guys in costume. That's really cool.
Yeah. So, or maybe it's tomorrow and maybe this is Krampus Eve, but I think it's Krampus Day. I think it's the 5th. So I don't know. I might have to go chase Chris around with the stick or something, to make it, I don't know. Or maybe he'll chase me around, or maybe we'll chase Alfred around, or kids in the neighborhood. I don't know, whatever. But it's a super fun tradition. So just a reminder, this is a pre-order box. It will ship separately if you've placed another order with us. If you've placed another order with us, you will be charged shipping because we're shipping 2 orders out to you. The other box has the shipping folded in, so you're all set there. Do remember that Nile over at Silver Silk and More has a companion bundle that's ready for you. And when we do our unboxing here, we will also launch some of the components from the box if you want to replenish those components, or maybe you just want one of the mixes. You'll be able to get that right here on beadshop.com. So, and questions, if you have any questions about like your shipping, you can email us over at info. I'm looking for the bead shop email right here. You can email us over, here it is, at info@beadshop.com. But anything logistical about the box, if you have design questions or questions about Danielle's designs, if they come into us, I'll forward them directly to Danielle, but you can reach her directly. And I have your website right here at daniellewickesjewelry.com.
Thanks. Yeah.
I think that's it.
That's it, yeah. And now that you guys have seen the palette, you can maybe think about thread if you want to grab like a KO spool in one of those colors and maybe have some 6-pound fireline on hand. And there you go.
And it'll be fun, right? Yes, KO and 6-pound fireline. Well, I'll get that project page up and running soon. So I'm sorry, poor Janice.
Oh, Janice.
She can't keep up. You can't, Janice, I learned it from you. JP. I learned it from you, right? And today is Krampus Day. St. Nicholas Day is tomorrow. So yes, that's right. They go hand in hand for sure. Okay. So I hope that answered all of your questions. I hope that everything, I have no reason to think it will go off without a hitch. But again, Danielle, we really thank you for all of your creativity, everything you do for all of us in the bead world. You uplift us all for sure.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad
we really appreciate you. Well, I'll see you again on Wednesday. Super excited to see that project.
We'll have a beautiful herringbone.
Yes, it is the 5-strand Clio. For sure. There it is. And Janice, I know you're only joking. And I know I always blame it on JP. So that's why she's one of my longest enduring relationships in this life, for sure. Well, thank you again. We'll see you on Wednesday for that herringbone project. And I'm super excited. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend.